Hi, and welcome back to Dummy Variables and this Python beginner series. My name is Jacob, and this is my software developer friend Nick, who will teach me and you the basics of programming. And today, we're going to talk about variables.
Yeah, that's right. So this is an incredibly important concept in programming. A variable is basically just a place to store a value. So let's take a look at what's going on. I've made a little slide. We've got on the left here a variable and a value going into it. So that's what's happening. We're going to create something by naming it and then give it a value. And then it's going to possess that value. So what's going on? So in Python on the right, this is Python syntax. This is how we tell Python to do variable assignment. That's how we create variables. So on the right, you can see an X. That's the name of our variable. The 5 on the right, that's the value that it's going to take. And the equals in the middle, it's not like the equals from mathematics that you know. That's actually an assignment. That's giving X the value of 5. Sounds clear so far, Jacob?
So far, so clear.
Excellent. Well, let's have a little look at what's going on. So the first example is exactly what I was just describing. Can you tell me what's going to happen in that line of code?
If we run that line of code, okay. Well, first of all, as you've said, we choose a name for our variable, which is X in the first line. And we assign to it the value of 3.
Excellent, perfect. So the next line, that's going to be, we're going to be using that variable directly. So you can probably guess what's already going to happen. Can you
Right,
tell
it's
me what
like
happens with that line?
sure, it's like printing out the number 3, but well, we're printing out the variable X, which is assigned to 3, so it's going to print out 3.
Exactly. So it's not going to print out X. You're not going to see an X on your terminal. You're going to see the value of X, and that's 3 at this point in the program. So maybe you can tell me what the next 2 lines are going to do.
Sure. Well, again, we choose a name for a new variable, which is Y in this case, and we assign the value of 7 to it. And afterwards, we see a print statement in which we add the two variables, X plus Y. And so I think what's going to be printed is like the sum of 3 and 7. So we're going to see a 10 below that.
Exactly. Well done. So you're not going to see a plus sign. You're not going to see any X's or Y's. You're going to see the values, specifically the one value, which is the answer to X plus Y. Perfect. So there are some rules about naming variables. You can't just give it any name you want. I've written them here on the side. So firstly, no spaces. It seems really obvious to me. Maybe it's obvious to you as well. It's just got to be one word. It's just got to be one thing. And then only letters, numbers, and underscores are allowed. That's all you get. No extra other symbols. And also, you can use numbers, but they can't be at the beginning of the name. So as you can see on the right, I've got some correct examples. My variable 2, both of those are completely legitimate because the 2 is not at the very start. So those top 3 points under naming, they're rules. But I've also written a convention that people do. People typically write them in lowercase. And if they write more than one word, then they start each of the other words with a capital letter. So it sounds a little bit complicated. It's called camel case because of the humps. The capital letters make the humps. So you can see under correct, I've got a variable called number of days. That's the 4th one on the correct list. And the O and the D are the camel humps, so to speak. And that's just to make it more readable, since obviously we can't use spaces. Jacob, why don't you tell me why those 4 at the bottom are incorrect?
Sure, let's take a look. The first one, the hashtag number. I'd say the hashtag is what makes this one incorrect, as we're only allowed to use letters, numbers, and underscores.
Exactly.
Amount of coffee is a beautiful name for a variable, but it has spaces in between, so this one I would cross out as well. 3 times has the number 3 in front, so as you've said, that's forbidden. And the last one, x.y, yeah, the dot in between the letters is also under the restricted section of the name.
Exactly. Nearly all symbols are restricted. It's just numbers and the underscore that you're allowed. Exactly.
Right.
So I just want to quickly say the first underscore X at the top there. This is kind of going against the convention of the other variables above it. You can see that the other 4 variables are written in this camel case, whereas first underscore X, it's completely legitimate and you can write your variables like that, but you want some consistency. So I've already started using camel case. I might continue using that and it will make my code more readable, and readability is incredibly important. I'll definitely be talking a lot about that in the future. Let's jump in. Let's write a program.
All right, let's do it.
How about you create a variable for your name?
Mm-hmm.
And let's start with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because I love hums, I'm gonna use camel case. My name, and then as it is a word, I'm writing down. I'm gonna write it in inverted commas. Okay.
Make one for your age as well.
For my age as well. All right. My age. All right. Got it.
Perfect. So now we can print those out, but we can also give more than one thing to the print statement. So if we were to say something like "my name is," and then the variable second thing that we're giving to the print statement, then that's going to work as well. So we'll build a little sentence. We can say "my name is my name," "my age is my age." So let's print that out.
Okay, so I'm typing in the print function. How would we add a second element inside the print
just
function?
with a comma. So the first thing you're going to have is the "my name is." Perfect.
And then the variable where my name is stored. So my name doesn't need any inverted commas because it's a variable and not a string, not a word.
That is an excellent comment. So let's run that perhaps. You've already done it. Excellent. Down the bottom there. So what would happen if you did put it in inverted commas, Jacob?
If I did put it into inverted commas, I think it would have just printed "my name is my name," which is kind of a redundant statement.
Well, it's also incorrect. It's not redundant. Your name is not my name. So that's exactly right. That's what would happen. And you can do one as well for my age if you like.
All right. My age is, and then variable my age. All right. Let's see what this does. My name is Jacob. My age is 64. Seems about right. Well, to recap, we learned how to name a variable and how to assign a value to that variable. And we assigned 2 types of variables, which we're going to learn about in the next episode, right? Because we assigned name and we assigned a number.
Yeah, well done. So the next time we're going to be looking at different types. We'll see you there.
All right. See ya. Some more banter from your side, or?
I don't know how much I've got left in.
Maybe you want to plug our Discord server where people can ask questions if they have any.
I should write a Discord bot as well for that.